on a Friday morning. We're going to check in now with meteorologist Jackie Lair to get a check on the forecast. And Jackie, Helene has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but it is still packing a lot of rain with it.
Yes, still packing a punch across the southeasternmost parts of the United States as we speak. Atlanta under a flash flood emergency. Also seeing that just to the west of Charlotte. And you do see, as I advance this over the last couple of hours, that we do see these boxes popping up every so often. And those are some new warnings and some new watches associated with Helene. So I just mentioned that flash flood warning emergency over Atlanta metro area and then back over towards Charlotte just to the west of there. That flash flood emergency as well. Extreme amounts of rainfall in such a short amount of time. And not only this that we're seeing with Helene, they also saw a lot of rainfall over the course of the day yesterday. So this is just adding to that flood potential out that way. Then we have these bands, these rain bands that continue to wrap around that storm. So this band back across parts of North Carolina, likely going to be seeing some tornadoes associated with that across parts of North Carolina. And now that tornado watch has expanded into southernmost parts of Virginia, south of our area, even south of Richmond. So if you are traveling today, heads up, there is that potential for some tornadoes just south of our region. Keep a close eye on that as that band does lift its way ever so slightly northward. So in terms of the next couple of hours, so back here locally, we're going to be looking at that rainfall continue to progress across our region. But we could see some stronger thunderstorms for the southernmost parts of our area. That's that marginal risk that you see on the map here for that severe outlook across southern Maryland as well as down towards Fredericksburg, Culpeper, and Orange. If anything, it's looking like the gusty, damaging wind gusts possible with some of those stronger thunderstorms. And now the tornado threat is low. It's not zero, but keeping a close eye on that. We do not have a tornado watch, though, across our area. The radar showing us that we do have that wet weather lifting its way northward, continuing to fill in across the region. We do have some pockets of some steadier rain here and there across the far southernmost parts of the area down towards Stafford, as well as over towards parts of Charles County. But overall, much of this rainfall relatively light and much lighter than what we saw yesterday morning with some of those thunderstorms pushing through. So Futurecast shows us that we'll see that wet weather sticking around through much of the morning. Could see this dry slot push in as we look ahead towards right around the early afternoon hours. And then we start to see some of those pockets of some deeper reds popping up, indicating some embedded downpours, some thunderstorms as we look ahead towards later on this evening. Then as we get towards later on tonight, right around 9 p.m., still some clusters of thunderstorms. We could see the winds picking up as well, mainly on the south-southeast, and then eventually these showers and storms will wind down as we get closer towards 11 p.m. and then through the overnight hours, those showers start to lift out. There's that flood watch back over towards Rappahannock, Madison, Page counties, as well over towards Virginia. Wind advisory, that's for the Blue Ridge as well as western Maryland. Those higher elevations could see those gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Elsewhere across the region, we're looking at wind gusts around 30 miles per hour. The excessive rainfall outlook back out towards our far western areas. That's where we could see that slight risk for excessive rain. Elsewhere across the region, marginal risk. So Helene will continue to meander over Tennessee and Kentucky, but back here locally, we should see drier conditions Saturday. Not so much on Sunday as Helene continues to turn over towards our west. We'll see this warm front lifting in. That'll bring us some more wet weather as we get towards the second half of the weekend. So here's a view of the rest of that 8-day outlook so you can plan ahead. We're talking about upper 70s today, middle 80s tomorrow. Tomorrow, the thinking is we'll see more sunshine breaking out later in the day. Upper 70s on Sunday with some more rain. Still some more rain out there to kickstart that next work week before we dry things out Wednesday, Thursday, and next Friday. Shanika, what's the latest on the roads?
All right, Jackie, what a week.